right, and we're back again today. It is a bench focused workout, 245 by 5 after a 295-pound single. So that single, I know my man was kind of walking through there as I was pressing, but I will say the weight did feel light. I felt a lot more stronger and confident in terms of unracking the weight by myself and just completing the lift. I didn't really feel nervous. You know, it's something I hit before, but this time around, I felt a lot more structured. I felt a lot more secure in my foundation. My bench has been feeling a lot stronger. I've been switching gyms around a little bit lately, and it took me a while to get used to benching with this equipment here in this setup. As you can see, there's no spotter or self-catch, so I got to move the weight, and if I don't move the weight, I got to throw the weight off in front of me. When I do go for a PR, I'll make sure that I have a spotter around to help me support the weight. But for the 245 by 5, it moved pretty well in my opinion. I didn't feel like I was stuck anywhere. I didn't feel like I was really hesitating to get the weight up. The 3-minute rests have definitely been helping, but I'm not trying to hog up the bench for so long in terms of, not allowing other people to get access to the bench if they're waiting on it. Because there's only this power rack and a Smith machine. It's a smaller gym, so I try to make sure I just get my stuff done and move out the way essentially. But yeah, this moved pretty easily. Didn't have any struggle or any frustration with it. So I knocked that out, and we're going to be on to a 245-pound 5x5 for the next bench workout. And for accessories, did a 3x6 for my pull-ups, same as last time. I also did a 3x20 for the push-ups. And for the end, I tried something new. I was watching a video with, I believe, 7-time world championship bodybuilder Heath, I believe that's his name. He was doing a video with Tennyson. This is a couple years back, and they're going over some shoulder workout stuff, and they're doing the front and side lateral raises. Now, I typically do the side lateral raises, but I'm trying to, take some inspiration from the folks that have been there, done that already, and were successful in their field, and I'm trying to apply it to myself. So you never want to take any kind of advice or anything from anyone that hasn't done what you're trying to do or has progressed past where you're currently at. All that being said, I very much enjoy coming back to this community, pouring back into it, engaging with some of you folks out there too. I'm looking forward to hitting some of these PR goals sometime soon. I know my bench for that 315-pound bench, that's definitely going to come around within the next month or so. I'm not going to delay it any longer. I'm going to get back to that. It's time for me to be playing around in the 300s and to stop BSing essentially, because I feel like, especially with my bench, my squat has gotten to a 480 squat. My deadlift, I think I did 501 pounds or 505 pounds when I competed. My bench, I've gone to 315, of course, but I haven't progressed beyond that. And now with this return, I think I have the appropriate discipline and the appropriate time to really dial in and focus on getting my bench up towards at least 350 and, hopefully beyond that. So the way I train, I'm very patient. I don't try to rush things. I'm trying to really just take my time to develop that strong foundation and then expand beyond that. I know you heard me say it before, but that's something that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration. They see all these little teenagers and some of these older guys pushing 405 plus, and you got to know that not a lot of them are doing it natural. Not a lot of them are, taking the long road. They're taking some shortcuts. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. And again, to each his own. If you want to take performing enhancing drugs, I'm not going to promote that because I don't really see the benefit in doing so. For me, again, all natural. I believe that's the best way to do it. As long as you eat right, you take your vitamins, and you're doing your supplements that are going to help you get there, appropriately. Build it brick by brick, and you'll get the results that you want. So that's all I got to say. Hope everyone's been doing well, and I will see you soon.